Africa's economic story is being rewritten, not just as a land of resources but as a continent of digital promise. The leapfrogging idea is simple. Africa can skip slow industrialization and jump straight into the knowledge economy. The mobile phone revolution proved this was possible, connecting millions and creating new markets overnight. Tech hubs from Lagos to Nairobi now symbolize a new ambition, with young innovators tackling local and global challenges. Venture capital surged, startups blossomed, and coding became the new ticket to economic mobility. For many, learning to code promised a future-proof career, bypassing traditional barriers. With the world's youngest population, Africa's demographic dividend seemed ready to be unlocked through digital skills. The global demand for tech talent and rise of remote work made it seem like geography no longer mattered. African developers could, in theory, serve clients worldwide from their homes. This vision drove massive investment in tech education. Bootcamps, online courses, and university programs mushroomed. Governments and donors embraced coding as a silver bullet for youth unemployment. The dream. Africa's future would be built with servers and code, not smokestacks. But as the digital dawn brightens, its shadows, challenges, and complexities have become impossible to ignore. The reality on the ground is far more nuanced than the narrative suggests. The tech gold rush swept up thousands of young Africans, all hoping coding would guarantee success. Bootcamps churned out entry-level developers, but job creation lagged far behind. The result? A glut of junior developers and too few jobs. Companies prefer hiring experienced seniors over training juniors, leaving many new coders underemployed or stuck in endless job hunts. The dream of remote Silicon Valley jobs fades quickly in a hyper-competitive local market. This mismatch breeds frustration and disillusionment, undermining trust in tech education. Wages for entry-level roles drop, making tech less attractive. The focus on producing more coders, without creating jobs, has proven deeply flawed. The Silicon Savannah is now crowded and difficult terrain for newcomers. The ecosystem must address this imbalance to truly empower Africa's youth. The digital economy relies on physical infrastructure, power, internet, and cloud services. In much of Africa, these basics are unreliable or expensive luxuries. Frequent power cuts and costly, unstable internet cripple productivity and exclude many from tech careers. Lack of local data centers means higher costs and slower services for startups. Infrastructure gaps force tech talent to cluster in a few cities, deepening regional inequality. The digital divide grows not just between Africa and the world, but within Africa itself. Without sustained investment in power, connectivity, and data centers, the tech ecosystem remains fragmented. You can't build a world-class digital economy on a shaky foundation. Infrastructure is the bedrock. Without it, leapfrogging stalls. The promise of the Silicon Savannah depends on closing these gaps. Many bootcamps teach global tech stacks, but these skills don't always match Africa's local needs. Real opportunities lie in sectors like agriculture and healthcare, which require context-specific, low-bandwidth solutions. Focusing on imported curricula leaves a gap. Graduates can't solve the most pressing local problems. Income share agreements, meant to make education accessible, can trap graduates in debt if tech jobs are scarce. Many end up in unrelated jobs just to repay their obligations, letting their coding skills fade. Bootcamps may claim success, but the system often fails to build a sustainable tech pipeline. The result? Misplaced skills, mounting debt, and lost potential. The model needs urgent reform to truly serve Africa's aspiring developers. Skipping industrialization for a digital-only economy is a dangerous illusion. No major economy has prospered without a strong manufacturing base. Factories create millions of jobs across skill levels, fueling demand for education, infrastructure, and tech. Tech jobs alone can absorb Africa's rapidly growing workforce. Most people need diverse opportunities: electricians, mechanics, factory workers, not just coders. A thriving tech sector usually follows, not precedes, industrial growth. Industry creates real-world problems for tech to solve: logistics, supply chains, agriculture. Technology amplifies existing economic activity. It can't create it from scratch. Building a digital economy without industry is like putting a roof on a house with no walls. Africa needs a balanced approach: industry as the foundation, tech as the accelerator. Ignoring this risks instability and missed opportunity. The digital and physical economies must grow together. Only then can Africa achieve broad-based prosperity. Despite its limits, the push for digital skills has delivered real benefits. Coding has opened doors for thousands, with some landing life-changing jobs and global opportunities. Even for those not in tech, digital literacy fosters problem-solving and adaptability, skills valuable in any field. Remote work has allowed some to tap into global markets, reversing brain drain and bringing new knowledge home. The Bootcamp movement has built networks, mentors, and homegrown startups tackling African challenges. The ecosystem is still maturing, but its existence is a major step forward. The mindset and skills gained will pay dividends for years to come. Digital education is a foundation, not a cure-all, but it's a crucial part of Africa's future. Coding alone isn't the answer. Africa needs a solid foundation of infrastructure and industry. Governments and partners must invest in power, internet, and data centers to enable all sectors, including tech. Vocational and technical training for trades, welders, electricians, mechanics, must be revitalized and respected. These jobs are essential, stable, and can't be outsourced. Policy should encourage local manufacturing and modernize agriculture, creating jobs at scale. Industry and tech must support each other. Factories create demand for software, and tech makes industry more efficient. This approach requires patience and long-term vision, not quick fixes. Building infrastructure and industry is slow, but it's the only way to broad-based prosperity. The goal, not isolated digital oases, but a landscape where opportunity blossoms everywhere. Only by irrigating the whole economy can Africa's youth thrive. The digital dream must be grounded in real-world investment. That's how lasting change is built. Africa's future depends on connecting education, infrastructure, and real economic opportunity. Educators, policymakers, and business leaders must collaborate on a shared vision. Curricula should be co-designed with local industries to teach relevant, in-demand skills. Apprenticeships and project-based learning must expose students to real business challenges. Success should be measured by meaningful employment, not certificates. Governments must create enabling environments, smart regulation, streamlined bureaucracy, and targeted investment. National strategies should align education and infrastructure with key growth sectors. The private sector must invest in training and mentoring, not just chase senior talent. Investors should fund essential businesses, not just flashy apps. Aligning these efforts creates a cycle where skills, infrastructure, and industry reinforce each other. Africa's digital promise is real, but coding alone can't solve youth unemployment. The developer glut, infrastructure gaps, and skills mismatched demand a course correction. The future must be built on reliable infrastructure, industry, and agriculture, with tech as an amplifier, not a substitute. A healthy economy offers opportunities for all, not just a lucky few. Celebrate welders as much as coders. Invest in power plants as much as tech hubs. Hold education accountable for real outcomes, not just enrollment. Embrace the hard work of nation building, integrating education, infrastructure, and industry. This path leads to a resilient, diversified economy. Technology will unlock opportunity across all sectors, making the Silicon Savannah a reality for everyone. That's how Africa turns digital dreams into shared, tangible prosperity.